Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kate, or I go by AlwaysMoreSims here on YouTube. So, they have dropped the next expansion pack. So you can tell by the title, it is the Horse Ranch Pack, and unless you've been sleeping under a rock, you probably already know that this is going to be the next expansion pack. I'm honestly a little disappointed that this is the next expansion pack. I think this would make a lot more sense as a game pack. At the same time, I don't think we need horses. I don't know. We'll just go ahead and watch, and then we'll talk about it afterwards.
Treba dem glatten gaddish. She's on done a kelkish. So bees a call back.
Nosa Watanabe?
Okay, so July 30th, so that's a little more than a month away. Okay, it looks cute. It looks really cute. I'm not gonna lie. I think that this kind of like Arizona-ish looking world is cute. At the same time, isn't like Strangerville supposed to be based off of like an Arizona, New Mexico type landscape? So I'm kind of wishing we had something a little different there. But anyways, I feel like this is not something needed, and I feel like the packs are getting out of hand. Like, I don't think this is enough to warrant an expansion pack. I think this would be a lot better as a game pack. I think the expansion pack could be spent on something else that is a lot more kind of like game changing. I don't know. I love horses. Don't get me wrong. But I felt like, like in The Sims 3, the horses were okay. Like, I had fun playing with horses, but at the same time, the horses had a lot of routing issues. They could be kind of a pain to play with if you didn't have enough space for them. And like The Sims 4 has already proven that they can handle routing issues better than The Sims 3, but at the same time, they keep breaking up things that like The Sims 3 packs had a lot, like the expansion packs had a lot more in them, and with The Sims 4 it's kind of like breaking it up. So like for The Sims 4 pets, my first pet stuff, even like cottage living, all of that was already in like this new horse pack. All of this was already in the Sims 3 pets. All came with one pack. And then I saw that we have nectar making, which came in World Adventures. And, you know, they've broken up, like all the generation stuff has been broken up. You know, we had the different kids stuff packs. We had wedding stories. I guess you could say that came with generations. You could even say maybe like high school years was with generations, parenthood, growing together. All of this is all stuff that came in one pack in The Sims 3, and they're charging us the same amount for it to be broken up into numerous pieces in The Sims 4. And it just feels like, I feel like the expansion packs are not feeling like expansion packs. They aren't feeling game changing. They aren't, to me, they're starting to like, they're losing their worth. I don't feel like these are necessarily worth $40 anymore. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm just super negative about this, because that's how I feel like that's how I come off, is that I'm super negative and like against almost anything The Sims 4 does. But I'm just, they're choosing quantity over quality, which is how like everything's going. I feel like that's how Marvel's become over the last couple of years. That's how Disney's becoming. That's how like Disney, Pixar. I haven't watched a Pixar movie in forever because I feel like they're losing their quality. I haven't watched a Marvel movie in years because I feel like they're losing their quality. And they're too busy trying to push as many of them out as they can that they're losing kind of what made them special in the first place. And I feel like that's applying to The Sims 4. Not that I want to go back to like during. Can we say like? I know at one point like YouTube wouldn't push videos that talked about the virus and lockdown and all that. Can we talk about that yet? Anyways, I'm not saying I want to go back to having like the limited content that seemed to be coming out with The Sims 4 during 2020, even 2021. But I feel like ever since like they've kind of kicked production back into gear, we're losing quality. So I guess I'll leave that thought here. Go ahead and get started. Maybe. I don't know. I'm really hoping that I don't get copyright strike for the music, which is totally possible. I'm just gonna say right now, I do not like this hairstyle at all. Not a fan. I love this braid. The hairstyle here, not feeling it. Anyways. Also, why is it Horse Ranch? They couldn't come up with anything better than Horse Ranch. I feel like this is just so bland. This is so boring. Like I don't know, horsing around or something. Like I think this town looks super cute. I'm digging the town. Kind of giving me like Radiator Springs vibes from Cars. So I don't know. We've got it looks like they're bringing on pretty much every horse feature that we had in The Sims 3 to this. So we have like jumping, the barrel racing is new. I'm liking the style of this. I think this looks really cute. I'm curious as to this little building over here, if this is going to work the same as like the little shed thing that you can put llamas and cows in with cottage living. I'm curious if this is the same. They could have called this ranch living, but no, horse ranch. I don't know. I love this style though. I think this is really cute. The goats are super cute. I'm all for the goats. I think the goats are adorable. I do appreciate that there's more like customization to like the horses' manes and tails, that like you can do stuff with them. Yeah, so there's the nectar making, which is just like from World Adventures. I haven't played with that in forever, but soon, because we're doing that with A to Z family. I love this house. I've tried to actually build a house with like a very similar style to this in The Sims 4. It did not turn out well, but yeah, I love this braid. I love the braided hairstyles. I love also the huge pile of horse manure. That cracks me up. Yeah. The goats and the sheep are really cute. And I'm curious, like, for them, are they, like, The rabbits and the chickens, like, do you have to have a certain object bought in order for them to appear? I feel like the horse's mane is braided. You can feed baby foals. Try the 50 foals challenge in The Sims 4. Maybe that needs to be something. I love this back here. Is this the arena center? You gotta go every day before 5 o'clock in order to enter a competition. The horse customization looks very similar to that of cats and dogs. Kind of looks like Perry. Looks like Periwinkle. So you can see your sim getting better as they ride. Again, very similar to The Sims 3. The world is gorgeous. I just wish it was something different. And I don't think I've actually ever played a household that lives in Strangerville. So I could be totally wrong in saying, I think they're both based off of like similar locations, but I could be totally wrong that Strangerville looks just like this world. Which, if that's the case, I do apologize. But I don't know. Like, there's horses other places than like in the South. Like, what about okay, my parents are obsessed with Yellowstone, and that takes place in Montana, right? So why couldn't they make this look more like a Montana area? Or I've never left the United States. I don't know. I don't know where else is like super popular with horses, but like, I don't know. I like the stall. I like all the stall stuff. I'd probably never use it, but I like all the stall stuff. Can you braid your horse's mane, or is it like, if that's what you set it in cast, that is what it is until you go back into cast to change it? It's fun grill. Yeah, the equestrian center. Jump in and barrel racing. I wonder if they have like speed, like how fast your horse can be. Do some square dancing. I love that the horse dances to the music. I think that's cute. Also, there's some kind of life potion wine that you can make for your Sims to bring them back to life, apparently. Because, the Sim's alive. I don't know. Again, I think it's cute. I think this is a lot of really cute stuff. I wish that we weren't wasting an expansion pack on horses. I think this could have been put into a game pack. Like, I'm hoping, just for the sake of proving myself wrong, that when the pack drops, it'll be better than, and like maybe a little more game altering than what I'm thinking. But I'm having a very difficult time being impressed, being excited, because I don't feel like this is something that we needed. I know that this has been something that, I feel like a lot of Simmers have, teasingly said, oh, we need horses, little Simsy jokes all the time, oh, well, we don't have horses in The Sims 4 yet. But I never read those tweets, watched those videos, and oh my gosh, Kayla actually wants horses in The Sims 4. I never took her seriously. To me, I didn't think it was something that people were seriously wanting in The Sims 4. I don't hear horses talked about seriously for The Sims 4. So I feel like there's other things we could be doing for expansion packs. Expansion packs come out once or twice a year. And at this point, the game packs are just as rare, if not more so, it seems. But I don't know. I'm having a hard time getting behind this. I'm really struggling. I was very disappointed when I found out that there was all the talk of the leaks, that this pack got leaked quite early. I was like, please don't let this be the case. Please. Please let this be a normal field trip with the frizz. No way. No. I was hoping it wasn't gonna be horses. I love horses. I would do almost anything to own a horse. I just don't think it was needed. I don't think this is necessary. I don't think this is what we should have our expansion pack wasted on, and I don't think it should be called Horse Ranch. It's so uninspired. Anyways, I guess that's that. I'm sorry for, again, I feel like this is super negative. I'm not trying to be negative, but I also want to share my thought. I want to share my opinion, and I'm starting to sound like a broken record, so I'm sorry that this is going up late. I meant to post this past week. This past week has been crazy. I got my stitches taken out. If you don't know, I had surgery 2 weeks ago on my jaw on the left side, and so I finally got my stitches taken out. They've been driving me nuts. So I was out of town getting those taken care of because of course I can't have it taken care of in town. I have to go back to the doctor's office 2.5-3 hours away. Anyways, so the trailer came out on Thursday, literally while I'm getting my stitches pulled. So Friday was insane. Got a whole lot of stuff going on personal life wise. So I'm sorry this is only just going up now. But I would be really curious to know what your guys' thoughts are. So if you want to share with me in the comments, I would love to hear it. If I hope you're excited. One of my closest friends is super pumped for this pack. She is so excited. She grew up with horses. She loves horses. She wants horses in her game. So like she's all for it. But I don't know. So that is all. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. My gaming channel and my Twitter are both linked down in the description below. If you'd like to check either of those things out, I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.